Well, here we are again, NutraBio Classic Whey, the next flavor, the long-awaited Pistachio Delight. What's up, folks? It's Mike with PricePlow here. So, NutraBio, last time I was out here with NutraBio, we were talking about the orange dream flavor, which came out of left field and was absolutely phenomenal. I ended up sending the rest of that to Heather, and then the next day after filming it, I had a craving for orange dream flavor. Oh well. So next up is Classic Whey, pure 80, WPC 80% whey protein concentrate by weight. And so we know that we have here 130 calories, 2 grams of fat, 1 gram saturated, 2 grams of carbs, 2 of them being the sugar, and then we have, of course, 25 grams of protein coming from 32.47 grams of WPC 80 whey protein concentrate 80. So this is an interesting flavor system. As always, everything's fully disclosed by NutraBio. As always, I struggle with the labels. We're just gonna skip all that. And we're gonna do this a little bit differently because I got a few extra things here to review. So, I'm going to go as fast as I can for the intro grab crowd. Smells it. It does smell nutty, actually. And so the coloring is going to be interesting. You have a little bit of yellow from beta-carotene, 120 milligrams of that, and then a dash of blue to make it green. The blue is coming from spirulina. And that's how NutraBio naturally colors all their like pre-workout supplements, the blue raspberry. They use spirulina. So, we have 6 ounces of cold water. And then what we're going to do, as many of you know, I like to mix my protein in coffees, but a lot of people also like to mix their protein in oats. So we're also going to try those as well. But really, the water test is the big one. Yeah, so the best word I can say is nutty. Now, a lot of people know pistachios. Woo! The best word is they're hedonistic. They're just like so addictively crazy good that even though even for low carb, high fat dieters, I don't even recommend eating too many of them because they're just so addictive. You're just gonna calories still count, even if you're on a keto diet and all that. And you can easily eat like 1,000 calories with these pistachios, especially if they're already open for you. So if you're still feeling that flavor, oh look at that, feeling that flavor, but you don't want to eat 1,000 calories worth. Here we go. Whoa! And this is like right up front, you get hit with pistachio flavor. Wow, they nailed that. Oh my god, this brings back memories from like pistachio ice cream from like my grandma. Oh my. Folks, I did it. I almost wish this was colder water. I used 1 ice cube. The colder your water goes, the more of an ice cream you're gonna get. Now always, with Classic Whey, the coolest thing is the texture. It's so rich, smooth, and creamy, and that works perfectly with any like kind of ice cream-ish flavors. It's not too salty. It is definitely not sweet. If you want a sweet flavor, this is more on the nutty, creamy side. I keep drinking it though. See, the addictive pistachios is just crazy. Now, oftentimes, they really did a good job with this. As long as you're ready for a rich and smooth, like I keep saying the word creamy, that always comes up, but not too sweet. You want pistachio ice cream, low on the sweetener, this is it. In fact, usually they have like 80 milligrams of sucralose here, and I assume it's gonna stay, and it's 80 milligrams, but the flavor system is not over the top sweet. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Coming in, I thought this would be fun to flavor some coffee with. I'm gonna do half a scoop. The trick with coffee and protein is you can't have the coffee too hot. This has been sitting out for a little bit, and I mix it in slowly with a straw usually. And with Classic Whey, as long as the coffee is not too hot, you rarely get any lumps or clumps or anything, and that's the case here. Issue is this is not going to be overly sweet, so I think the oatmeal is not going to be the best play here, but that's what we're here to find out. Coffee. This is like an old school Italian post dinner dessert drink, but again, not too sweet. I'm kind of I've been like going like for like a full day without sweet tooth, and then I do some of these reviews. If you want like a coffee creamer, but you're like sick of these like bombed out crazy sweet coffees, this is really good. I'm trying to kind of curb that sweet tooth. Next up. So when we get together and we have an office, which is hopefully coming soon this year, with Heather and Ben, I want to do like protein powder reviews, right? I want to have like water with milk, with almond milk, oats, I'm not sure how much to mix into this, because not everyone just does water, and that's typically how I review mine, because that's how I typically drink mine. But a lot of people want to see, how does it mix with coffee? And again, the trick of coffee is not too hot. I knew Classic Whey was going to start mixing really good with these oats. And again, the oats also not too hot. They've been cooling a little bit. I had to add a little bit more water even, because I knew we were going to add some dry powder here. Look at that, that's a really good mix. The question is it going to be sweet enough? Because the oats are not sweet, and this protein is not all that sweet. Ha! That's not bad. Let's just admit, after all the cereal I ate yesterday, I wanted more carbs today. This actually works. Again, not too sweet. Ha! So I'm not going to bore you with me eating a whole bowl of oatmeal, although I will be eating that. Took some Glucovantage before this. Overall, kind of bummed I don't have a full tub of this, because like I said, if you're trying to get away from some of the overly sweetened stuff, this is definitely a flavor to go with. Man, they did a really good job. I was expecting to get like overpowered with pistachio, but when that happens, you're just not going to be able to finish the whole tub. This is like a sweet after dinner kind of drink. I'm more excited about drinking this with a coffee, to be honest. It's not gonna like bomb out your coffee like the cinnamon sugar donut breakfast flavor does. That thing is amazing with coffee, but it really overwhelms the coffee. This like kind of works with the coffee, and then just with water. Pistachio right up front. Okay, it's definitely saltier when you drink it with water. Everything else is kind of eliminating the salt out of it. And then the aftertaste is just salty, nutty. That's a fun flavor. If you're a fan of pistachios, don't want it too sweet, and you don't want to eat 1,000 calories of the pistachios, I do recommend checking out the new Pistachio Delight flavor, NutraBio Classic Whey. Being a whey concentrate, there is going to be a little bit more lactose. I think you know that by now. But yeah, you know, 1 scoop a day, most of us can handle. And then everything else is fully disclosed. You're going to have 2 grams of fat. You're going to have 2 grams of carbs. You're going to have 2 grams of sugar. It's not, at the end of the day, your protein to other stuff ratio is way high with this stuff. You're leveraging protein, so you could add this to all sorts of stuff. I love the way that this Classic Whey is mixing with the oatmeal. So keep that in mind with the other flavors of Classic Whey. The texture is going to be the same. And then coffee, really, though. That's the surpriser here. I thought it wasn't going to be sweet enough. It's really good. So check out PricePlow.com/NutraBio. Oh man, I got to do these disclaimers up front. We are sponsored by NutraBio. We have a PricePlow coupon over there that is an affiliate coupon, and they sponsor a banner ad on our site. But I try to give these reviews as honest as I can, and this one is just that. A lot of people who want that sweet tooth are not going to like this as much, but the people who do, I think that they did a great job with this. Or the people that do not want the sweet tooth, yeah. So anyway, that's the whole story. But yes, this tub obviously was sent for free. I do wish I got a 2-pounder though, because it is that good. And I can see myself slowly just using like 1 scoop per day kind of thing. I'm not going to be going nuts drinking scoop after scoop after scoop like some of the other flavors. Just 1 scoop per day in a different kind of setting, and that 2-pounder to be gone. Heather, you are not getting this tub. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome to PricePlow.